You on? What's going on, YouTube? She back at home. I just picked her up about an hour ago from the tuner. We now getting ready to pack up and head out of town, so I figured I'd make a video before we leave. But man, she is finally done. Run good. I'm not gonna crank it now. It's almost midnight. We getting ready to go on vacation for the next few days, and I don't want to crank it to disturb my neighbors, so you guys gonna have to wait till I come back. So let me get on the inside and I explain to you guys what was going on. All right, YouTube. So I know I didn't explain anything. I didn't explain anything trying to get comfortable with this camera. I know in episode 3, I didn't explain what happened. I know in one part I said, we're going to put this transmission in, and then it just jumps to the truck on the tow truck, coming off a tow truck. Well, I had a spare transmission sitting around. I had a spare 4L60 out of an 05 Silverado that we tried to throw in the truck to see if that would work. Well, when we put it in the truck, it wouldn't crank. So I called a couple of buddies of mine, and they all told me, man, it's the transmission. It's a transmission. That Gen 3 4L60 or the 05 transmission is not going to work with the 08. You know, if you try to boost it off with the starter, it's not going to shift through the gear. So basically, people was telling me that it wasn't going to work. So I ended up taking the transmission that came in this truck to get rebuilt. So when you guys saw the footage of the Tahoe being on the tow truck, it was actually coming from my house, because I towed it to my house, and it was at my house for about 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks, while my guy was rebuilding the transmission. So in that footage, we was bringing it back because my transmission rebuilder had gave me a text, was like, hey man, any day now I'll be through with it. So I went ahead and towed it to the shop. Come to find out that the transmission could have worked, or it couldn't, and it wouldn't have worked. We don't know. But once I got the 4L60 that came in the Tahoe back, we stuck it in the truck, still had the same issue. The truck would not crank. So it made me think that the 05 transmission probably would have worked, because after going through everything, backtracking everything, we found out that the mega fuse that sits on the firewall of these trucks was blown, and a wire from the neutral safety switch plug had broke. So I had went and bought a new neutral safety switch, new mega fuse. I have damn near everything on this truck is pretty much new now, and it was just one little wire. So I felt like if I had saw that wire on the plug, maybe the 05 transmission would have worked. Hey, but it's cool. I feel more better with it now because I got my transmission built, and my builder built it to stand what I've done to the motor. So it's not really it's not a stock build, and it's something that I know will last for what I done to the motor. So I'm pretty cool. I was mad about it at first, because I felt like I was throwing money at a dead issue. But overall picture, I'm glad that I did get it rebuilt. So now I got a fresh new motor, fresh rebuilt, all parts, you know, so on and so on. So, all right, YouTube, I just wanted to explain that because I know I didn't explain none of that in episode 3. I just put clips together and go ahead and uploaded it to YouTube without any type of explanation whatsoever. So, all right, I'm finna get ready, go in here, pack up, get a couple of hours of sleep, finna take my girls on a vacation trip, and we'll be back in a couple of days, man, and we'll finish up the Tahoe, take it to get a line, man, get the AC recharged, and man, cruise this thing, man. Put the double den in, man, tint the windows darker, fix up a couple little issues with the paint, and man, finally have time to enjoy it. So all right, YouTube, we get in here and get ready for this trip, and once I get back, man, we'll pick off where we left with the Tahoe. So all right, see y'all later.
Several days later.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Monday afternoon. It's around about 3:30. I got a 4 o'clock appointment to drop the Tahoe off to get the front alignment. And man, hopefully we be done and I can roll the front of the fenders and put some tags on it and get to driving this thing. So man, it runs so much better. Got no check engine lights, everything A1. My boy did a damn good job on the tune. So all right, YouTube, finna head to Horn Lake, Mississippi, and get this thing aligned, and that's it. So oh yeah, and we gotta recharge the AC because I don't have any AC. So we gotta get the alignment, get some tags, and recharge the AC. So all right, see y'all in the next clip. This is where we at, getting alignment. I thought these folks had a machine, man, but they did it by hand right there. And now he's test driving, so as long as he get it straight, I'm gonna ride it. Eventually I'm gonna get it put on the machine. But man, I thought these folks had a machine, man. Fooled the hell out of my ass. My partner is just laughing and laughing. And he riding my truck. We ain't got no tags.
Somebody come back running.
Ain't got no tags. Yeah, he finna come back running from the police. I'm like, I don't want this shit now. Keep going.
The truck gonna be still where he at. He gonna be back running.
Oh yeah, you're right. Stop the truck. Take it to jail. That man ride with the hood halfway up and no tags. Man, I hope that hood don't fly up, man.
Oh, there you go.
Where you go? You see, finna pull up now. I tried to stop him, man. Tell him the hood was up.
He probably said, man, this a slow motherfucker.
It sounds good, it's just slow as a motherfucker. It ain't done yet, sir. Where you at? Oh yeah, there you go. Is that him?
Yeah, it's all right up. Ain't gonna turn that.
Where you at? At which light?
Right there.
He went to the neighborhood.
Man, what neighborhood? Where you come out of?
Over there off of Town and Country where my old shop was at. He bust a left.
Where you go?
He hit the light. There he come, y'all. My. There you go. The hood still pop.
Got the tires straight though.
Yep, they got the tires straight. Hey, that hood stayed down though. Let's get out here and talk to him. Man, he did a damn good job. No hands. He pulled to the left just a little bit, but it takes a minute. Like, no hand. No hand. No hand, still not pulling. Hand right here. So now it's gonna start pulling to the left. So it takes a minute, a long minute to pull to the left. So I'm happy with it. Eventually I get it realigned and get it on the machine, but for him to do it by eye, do it by hand, I'm happy with it. So alright, YouTube, finna get some tags and get the Freon, and finna start enjoying this thing. So see y'all when I get the Freon and get some tags, and then we're gonna take a little bit of highway footage of cruising it, city photos and wrap this build up.
The next day.
Man, when I tell y'all, there's always something with this truck. So we tried to fill it up with Freon yesterday, and my condenser had a crack in it. Nobody in town had a brand new condenser. Not even Amazon had a condenser with the rear AC. So I had to go used. And y'all know I hate putting used stuff back on my trucks, on my cars. So, man, that's the old one. This the new one. So hopefully we be blowing snowballs today. Man, I done put so much money in this truck, it's ridiculous. Alright, put it back together and put some Freon in it. Man, we finally blowing cold, y'all. We just need one more can to knock out the back. The back is still a little bit warm. So we just need one more can and I think we be in there. So finally come to an end. Stay tuned because we finna jump on the vert now. Finna try to get the motor out within the next couple of days and start building the LS motor for my convertible. So y'all stay tuned. Those videos are coming up next, along with a few more, with a lot more customers cars. We've been dealing with a lot of old school, so we've been doing a lot of body work. So really ain't had time to record anything, or really haven't had any good footage to show versus sanding and priming and sanding and priming. So stay tuned. We got a lot of videos coming up, and we're gonna do some good shots with this one and start on my vert. So alright, YouTube, once we get this other can in and go from there. Alright, y'all, part 2. We drove it and it leaked out, so we had to replace some O-rings. So hopefully it's fixed now. We're sucking it back down, gonna refill it over Freon, and man, I hope it's fixed. Everything with this truck has been two transmission, condenser. It's been a headache. So the last clip I thought it was working. It was blowing cold, but man, it leaked out within like an hour. So play some O-rings, sucking it back down, try it again. So alright, see y'all in a minute. And number 2 takes 3 cans. Yep. Alright, we'll be back after we get this done. Alright, YouTube, it's the next day. Actually been driving it. It is right about 12 noon. I drove it last night. Had the AC blowing to pick up my daughter. And then I went and saw Fast and the Furious 9 last night. Drove it to the movies and drove it home. AC worked fine. Got up this morning, took my daughter to her daycare. AC blew fine. Then went around and did a couple of errands. Had to get a couple of parts for customers' cars. And AC still blowing, man. So turned out to be the O-ring, the metal O-ring. I guess it was bad. So once we replaced that, we sucked it down. It didn't show any signs of any leaks, and that was that. So alright, YouTube, we're gonna end this episode 4, and I guess episode 5 I will end it with well, I'm gonna go ahead and add something else to this video. I gotta install my double din So we'll do that. Once I get some free time today, we'll put my double den Pioneer in, and then we'll call it a day with episode 4, and probably get some footage of it on the highway or going down the street. But I'm also gonna lift it up a little bit more in the front. I ordered a 1-inch. Right now it's got a 1-inch 1-inch lift. I'm gonna take that off and put a 2.5. So I'm gonna lift it up another 1.5 inches, and hopefully that'll get it to where it rides better. Because right now, every time I hit a hump, it bottoms out and hits the top of the tire, and it makes the truck jerks either to the left or to the right. So I don't want to do that, especially if I'm trying to get down on it. So I'm gonna lift it up another 1.5 inches, and hopefully that fixes it. So that's what we'll do in episode 5. We'll lift the front up again, and then we'll get some rolling footage of it on the highway, the interstate, clean it up, wash it up, detail it out, and do a final walk around in episode 5. So, all right, YouTube, at some point today when I get some free time, we're gonna install the double den, and we'll end episode 4, and then we'll do the final episode 5 once I get everything A1 and get the front lifted. So, all right, see y'all in the next clip. Well, y'all, I broke a tie rod in, so I figured I'd go ahead and put my radio on while we're waiting on my partner to come back with the parts. Check this out. Fucked up bad. I know what happened. I tried to get sideways and I turned it and it broke.
Thick ass tires.
Yep, thick ass tires ain't gonna do nothing. All right, gonna finish up putting this radio in while we waiting on my mechanic to fix that. So, all right, be back. Well, YouTube, I got my double den in. I just gotta find the key hot for that wire. Everything in the side fuse box is constant hot, and it's not a key hot. So, look like I'm gonna have to run it to the fuse box under the hood. So, yep, just waiting on my guy to finish my broken tie rod in, and we can head back to the shop. So, all right, see y'all when we get back to the shop. All right, YouTube, man, we back on the road. Gotta get another alignment, but this time I'm gonna take it to someone with a machine and actually get it done. Even though he did a good job, he aligned it straight. It was just the steering wheel was still just a little bit crooked. At first it was more toward the right, now it's more toward the left. So I don't have any complaints with how he did it. With him doing it by hand and by eye, he got real close. So just this time I'm gonna take it to a shop that have alignment machine. I got the radio working, and you guys already know everything with this truck has been bad. So hook the radio up, and I got about 2 speakers that is staticky. So in case you guys don't know what that means that they're about to pop any minute now. So it's crazy how every single thing on this truck is, it's like you got peanut butter, no jelly, you got ham, no burger, you got Kool-Aid, no sugar. This is what this truck has been like. Get the radio, need speakers. Get a motor, need the transmission rebuilt. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm gonna get online and order some speakers, and that's it for part 4, man. We're gonna pull the convertible in tomorrow, the vert in tomorrow, and then we'll end this episode 4, kind of give you guys a preview of what's coming, what I'm gonna be doing next, and we're gonna be LS swapping the vert first. So, all right, YouTube, see y'all tomorrow when we pull the vert in. And once I get everything with the Tahoe situated 100%, we'll do a final video on episode 5, and like I said, do some cruising videos, get on the interstate, get on the highway, get some street shots. So, all right, see you guys tomorrow. That's where my vert going, man. That's where my vert going, YouTube. Finna move this Chevelle out the way. We got a lot of old school bills. Let's see this one coming up. And give y'all a sneak peek of the other one. You guys already saw part one of. Boom. We got the motor in that one. We just got this one sandblasted to the metal. Another vert build that we doing. Man, that's why I ain't been posting, man, because we got a lot of old schools that we just been getting body work ready, and then we just gonna line them all up and shoot them all back to back. And then we got my vert. Right here, still got it. So that spot y'all just saw, we're gonna get ready and move this Mazda out the way and put her in this spot, and we actually gonna snatch the motor out, and I'm gonna get this sandblasted too, and cause I got some little quarter damage and I see some little wrinkles there, so we're gonna sandblast this one to the metal and get this one ready for paint. But how we gonna do it is we're gonna put it in, snatch the motor out, take out all the chrome trim, get it sandblasted, then we're gonna LS swap it, then we're gonna get it running and driving, LS swap it, get it running and driving, then we're gonna start the body work and paint, and I'm gonna paint the engine bay and all of that stuff while the motor is out. So that's the plan. So all right, YouTube, that's it for the Tahoe episode 4, and for to get this in the building, and y'all will see a video on this pretty soon, and a lot more old school builds that we got going on. I'm gonna try to post them as we get them done, get further along with them. So all right, subscribe and see what we do next. Finna put her on in there. I've been ready to work on this one, but I wanted to complete the Tahoe first. Yes, sir. All right, see y'all later.